It's canning day at Temescal Brewing in Oakland, California. Today, workers will pour craft beer into 6,000 aluminum cans. Next month, these cans will likely be more expensive. President Donald Trump recently signed an executive order raising tariffs on steel and aluminum. Imported aluminum will face a 25% tariff, up from Trump's 10% rate during his first term in office. Steel imports will also face a minimum 25% tariff, as Trump said he would no longer exempt any countries from his 2018 duties.
This is the beginning of making America rich again.
The Trump administration aims to boost U.S. manufacturing, particularly the U.S. steel and aluminum industries, which have struggled against cheaper imports. About a quarter of the steel used in the U.S. is imported, much of it from Canada and Mexico. The U.S. also imports about half its aluminum, mostly from Canada. But other industries are anticipating they will likely have to pay higher prices while domestic steel and aluminum production gets up to speed.
We could see a renaissance, if you will, for California and the U.S. Steel and aluminum industries, which would be a very good thing for our economy. The negative impacts are felt by everyone else.
Those could include increased costs that cut across many industries, he said.
Steel and aluminum are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. They're needed everywhere. Construction, building factories, just the impact. Cars is another good example. We need it in our everyday lives.
Here at Temescal Brewing, the focus is on getting beer canned and out. Over the past decade, craft beer, which used to be primarily delivered in glass bottles, shifted to aluminum cans, making breweries vulnerable to tariffs.
You know, for a lot of small places, it could be being open or closed due to, tariff rising and everything. It's not something that we're stoked on.
This small brewery is part of a global trade ecosystem. Its malt comes from Canada, for example. The possibility of a bigger trade war worries its chief executive.
These things scare us because I think that we already are up against some significant headwinds. And now if we throw suddenly our supply chain is going to get a lot more expensive, that just becomes an even bigger threat.
The U.S. tariffs on imported steel and aluminum are scheduled to go into effect on March 12th. Michelle Quinn, VOA News.